All right, there's the story of my life. Which road do you take? Well, it's about the middle of March. I'm out here doing a little scouting in the unit I hunted this last fall for elk and blacktail. Me and Augie are out here hiking and dropping down into a hole that I was afraid to drop into this last fall because I didn't do a very good job of getting in shape for the fall hunt. So I'm out here early in the spring starting my getting ready. Kind of hoping I might find some sheds. Don't know. I'm just walking this road that drops down into this big hole. And I know in this hole there was a big 7x7 Roosevelt bull taken out and a 5x5 this last year. But the guys that were camped at the gate, they were all young guys, like late 20s, early 30s. I didn't know if this old 60-year-old body could drop down in here, but it's really not that bad. There's roads all the way to the bottom. It's gated off. It's steep off the roads, steep above the roads, but that's Roosevelt hunting, so I'm gonna get a lay of the land early this year, see where this all goes. And there might be room for me down in here this fall. If not, I have another option in this same unit where I know there's a pocket that nobody's getting to, or they weren't last year, and I'm gonna bivvy back in there close to it and camp and then hunt that. So if anything transpires, I'll let you know. What you doing, Augie? What are you doing? You out in the woods? I got to the boundary line of the unit where it goes into private property. So now I know what's down here. Although it still drops off quite a bit down into the bottom. And I'll explore that at a later date. There's some spur roads up here I want to go off of. But just walking through the woods with my camera and my dog. Having fun. That was a widowmaker. Except for it's propped up on both ends by the edge of the road, so a little more confident than going under it. But it's nice down in here. I've seen some elk crap. So I'm sure they're down here somewhere. Haven't heard anything. These woods are so quiet anyways over here. Except for when there's people in them. But I've been walking for about an hour, I think. I don't know if... Augie, are you thirsty? Drink out of that mud puddle. Probably not thirsty. You can lead a dog to water, but you can't make him drink, just like a horse. He should be dehydrated. He's peed on every bush that's on the road. I forgot to turn my tracks on my Onyx and Go Hunt. So I don't know how far I've walked, but I just turned them back on at the property boundary. So I can just double it by the time I get back to the truck, and I'll know how far I walked today. But my other option today was just to sit on my ass in my recliner and do nothing, or fiddle around in the garage. But I decided to get up and be productive. I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission. I'm gonna stick an elk this year. I'm trying to hunt units that are either sex. But over here, it's 3-point or better, or antlerless. So, since I've never shot an elk with a rifle or a bow, I'm not going to be picky. For me, it's all about the meat and the experience. And someday I'll make a video of my most favorite hunt that I ever did back in the 90s that didn't involve driving around on the roads in a pickup truck drinking beer. It was an actual hunt, and it took me, well, 40 years to get back to doing it the way I had so much fun doing it. So life happens, shit gets in the way, and then you get old.